Well, let's talk about the power of AI and how it will take over the world. Probably this century, maybe, or within 100 years or so.
Without a doubt.
I've been browsing some articles and the usual stuff, the YouTube videos, and I found this interesting AI called NVIDIA Gaugan or Gaugan, if this is the right term for it. It's actually a photo. It This AI actually creates photorealistic images. So if, for example, if you're going to draw um an image in Paint, you can actually insert this to the AI, and it will actually create the basic photorealistic landscape. Let me check here if we can pull up some stuff about that. What do you think about that? Do you have some insights to it, like an idea or?
So the what do you call it again? Nvidia Gaugan?
It's NVIDIA Gaugan, Gaugan.
Oh, and upon hearing what you said, so it's made for a particular reason, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Can you show us what what exactly is this? Or wait,
Um,
is this AI already live, or are they using it already?
I think so. Let me center this image out here. Can you see the screen? If you can be able to
Okay.
see that, or should I
No, no.
share screen?
Yeah, I think you should just share screen.
Okay. Let me uh let me just minimize this.
Well, is it already in market today, or they're still testing it?
I'm not sure about that. I think
Okay.
it's not in market. Um, I think it's actually operational though.
Hmm. By operational, what do you mean by operational?
They've already uploaded the AI. Basically, can you see the screen?
Yeah, yeah. Come on, go on.
NVIDIA Galgan. Can you see it?
Yeah, I can see it.
Okay. Basically, if you're going to draw something like this, um, for example, let's draw a landscape. Can I change the color? Uh, if you're going to draw a landscape like this and press this button, I'm not sure if it's already working or not. Is it zoom in a particular way?
So is this like their official AI? I mean, is this the AI itself, or is it it's still in, what do you call that, beta version?
Um, I'm really not sure about the development process, but I was able to see this in action. Um, I'm not sure if I'm using this right now, because it's supposed to be showing something like this. Okay, so that's it. After pressing the button, so basically you can draw anything, something like this, and it will go into show and convert that to a photorealistic image, like in this section. Can you be able to see the image on the right side?
Yeah, I can see it. So it's like matching the pattern that you're trying to draw.
Yeah.
Is that correct?
So basically, I think that the canvas that I've set into, they're actually using a different color for a different material or uh, um, an object. So, for example, if you're going to use a ground or click the ground here, select a, let's say, a road. Let's put a highway on that ocean and some plant. So if you can see here that the color of the road is actually is that brown. If we're going to put grass, it's actually yellow, and tree is orange. If you're going to render
It's
that,
somewhere near green.
I'm sorry.
Okay. Nah, yeah, go on, go on.
I'm not sure if the road is being rendered because we just drag that across a body of water. Let me,
Yeah. Oh,
yeah, I think we can do better. Let's try again. Plant, maybe landscape.
how about if you draw a dick?
Maybe it will.
What
Maybe it
will
will.
that look like?
Maybe it will. Um, photorealistic thing.
What? I'm just curious, okay?
Let's try that. Let's draw a mountain. Oh, I have
Uh-huh.
to click that shit.
I'm just gonna have some drink. Oh,
Yep.
okay.
All right. So see, they're basically creating photorealistic and
Oh.
based from
Oh, okay. So the image on the right is not a real image that you can find on the net, but that image is rendered by the AI. Is
yeah,
that correct?
yeah. The NVIDIA AI is
Mm,
actually creating that photo out of the layout that you're putting into this small canvas. So basically, you can draw anything. Like you can add a sun somehow. Can we add a sun or clouds maybe?
okay.
Let's add some clouds
Well, that's
here.
nice. That's nice.
It's actually
Well, I
interesting
think that
because.
would be.
Mhm. Go ahead.
Well, I think that would be useful for those people, who are mostly in the moment. Do you know that picture that looks like that picture? Yeah, I think this could really help them.
What picture?
Those people trying to get to remember what picture they are trying to tell a person,
Oh, okay. So
but
are
they can't really describe the picture. So yeah, I guess this would be helpful for them.
okay. So those people who have Alzheimer's disease, was that the
Well, not no, not really those people with disease, but those people who are having a hard time describing a picture.
Oh, okay. So is that a disorder or
No, not necessarily a disorder, just those people who can't describe the image. But yeah,
okay. It may be. It can be, perhaps. I'm not so sure about the accuracy of the rendered images though, because if you can be able to see what I've drawn is that I've put a hill
mm,
in front of the mountain. So the hill is this color. The is that green? I'm color blinded. Help
yeah,
me out. And this is brown for the
yeah, it's
mountain.
light green.
Oh, it's a light green. Okay. So if you're going to render
Yeah.
that again, it should put a snowy. Is no. Okay.
Oh,
Yeah, it's actually quite
I
useful
see. I see.
at some point. It's
Yeah,
actually
it's totally
good.
useful.
Yeah.
Wait, can you draw a deck?
Let's try it out. Let's try it out. Should we draw that using?
What you have here an AI or something art, so why not troll? Okay, okay, what will that what will that do?
Unsupported, bruh. You can.
So yeah, there's an issue with the
Yeah,
AI.
there's an issue with the AI because you can't draw a dick. But actually, it's quite good. If you're going to imagine about this power of the AI, at some point, it's actually good.
Yeah,
How do I
totally.
exit the share screen? Can
I think
I?
you have a button
Okay.
somewhere in the Zoom.
Yeah,
Okay.
I was able to. Cause I'm missing the button. So okay. So there's that.
Well, that was fun actually.
So basically, if you're going to imagine back then, the only AI that we know is about this chess game. I think that's the first AI that they were able to compete.
Oh,
Can you
if I
remember
can
that?
remember, well, I'm not so sure, but I think they challenged chess masters
Yeah,
to if they can beat this technology, and I think what one master was offended.
yeah. That's the actual first competition from a human standpoint to an AI or artificial intelligence. After that, I think they were able to create a Go AI to compete with a Go Grandmaster. Go is a pretty complex game that you really can just learn from just a one sitting. You actually need to learn it for a long time, so it's quite hard.
Yeah.
We can technically see AI today in different things from mobile phones. There's actually this guy, I think he's from California. He created this company called Comma AI. They have this open source self-driving AI car called Open Pilot. Um, the programmer is George Hotz. I'm actually following this guy on Twitch because he does actually um, post a live dev or a dev stream, like let's say once a week or at least once every 2 weeks. He actually just types in getting crazy and such. So basically, the company that he created. Let me share again the screen here.
Okay.
So he actually where is that? Is that open pilot? Let me search that. The history for this guy, he's actually a hacker. He hacked the iPhone when he was a teenager. He was the first ever to jailbreak an iPhone. The second one that he did is actually hack the Sony PS 1, 2, or 3, I think. I'm not sure about the version of it, but he was able to do so.
Wait, he did it legally though.
No, it's not legal. So
Eh,
he actually faced some
oh,
consequences in that matter. So yeah. Okay. Can you see the screen? Or
yeah, I can see the screen.
okay. All right. So here it is. It's a comma AI. He actually created this stuff out of his garage. It was developed for about 2 to 3 years. You just need to install some devices. I think he called it an open pilot. So that's a device that you need to plug into your car, because as you know, most cars nowadays have a computer built in with the car. So basically, you
Yeah.
can drive with it. You can train the AI with your driving skill. Um, you can order the specific devices for a specific car. You can actually put the make, the model, and the year for that car.
Amazing.
Uh, they're actually selling this things right now. It's called comma 2, just like that. You just need to input that.
Mm-hmm.
And this is not just in a theoretical level, it's actually working at some point. You can actually plug it, run the device with it, drive your car with it.
How much does the one unit cost?
Um, 1 unit?
Yeah, if you're
Um,
just gonna buy for one car.
it's not actually a car though. You just need to
Oh,
buy a kit. It's actually a kit.
yeah.
99. So
Wow.
for a
Wow.
non-US viewer right now, because we're not an American either. We're a Filipino, folks. We're proud of it.
Patience.
We're Asians. It will cost you in the Philippines 48,621.
Oh, so it's
Uh,
not that expensive
it's not that
if
expensive.
you look at it.
Mm-hmm. If you
Yeah.
can buy a car, you can definitely buy this.
Yeah.
But the
Why
problem
is it
is,
not that expensive?
yeah, but the problem is you really can't buy these things and use it here in the Philippines. You know why?
Yeah.
The complex architecture of the road and such, the
Mm-hmm.
complex marking, and even the streetlights isn't even being followed.
Yeah, totally.
Uh,
And Filipino drivers are the
yep,
best.
yep.
It's like Fast and the Furious every day.
The AI would probably hit and run a guy who's
Yeah.
walking in a sidewalk if you're going to train this AI here in the Philippines. Not to
Yep.
basically bring down the driving skills of the Filipino, or badmouth the law that we have here, but it's just the reality.
Yeah. It is what it is.
It is what it is. So it's up to you if you want to train this in the Philippines. You might get, or you might raise a Terminator AI that kills anybody that he sees in the
Yep.
road.
Yep. So a big challenge to what's the company again? Comma
Uh,
two.
comma AI.
We oh, it's
Yeah.
comma AI. We challenge your technology to test it here in the Philippines,
Yeah.
most especially in Manila.
You need to test this in Manila. You really need to. Okay, so I think we're done with that. I
Okay.
think we're doing good with the introduction of AI.
Well, not yeah. But speaking of AI, I do have some additional information.
Okay.
Microsoft Microsoft actually released their AI already. Have you heard about it?
I'm not so sure about that.
Because no, I they actually released their AI already. I saw a lot of ads in my Facebook as I was scrolling, and it says Microsoft releases their AI, and I'm like, oh God, are we gonna die now?
The sudden realization. Can you be able to share that on the screen, if it's possible?
Wait, hold on. Yeah, totally. I can share my screen. How do you share your screen? There we go. Host this. Hey, bro, you gotta give me permission to share my screen.
Okay. It didn't pop up though. There's no pop-ups.
Oh gosh. Okay. But yeah, I think I'll just read you guys through it.
Oh, wait a second. I just changed the settings here.
Oh. Oh, okay. You can.
Yep,
Nice. Hold on.
I just updated it.
Actually, this is my okay. Okay. Screen two. Okay, there we go. Can you see my screen right now?
It's black. Okay, there we go. There we go.
Right. Okay. So yeah, this is Microsoft's AI. I haven't really done much of a research about it on
Mm-hmm.
what's its focus, but you can see it from their website. And I think as far as I'm reading and as far as I know, their AI is like, how do you call that? Like the general AI that you can use it anywhere.
Oh, okay. So basically, they're creating
You see this one? AI for Earth, for health, accessibility, cultural heritage, and humanitarian action.
Oh wow. So they want
Wow. So
to take over the whole aspect of the AI thing.
well, it's Microsoft. What? Of course.
The monopoly, bruh. The monopoly. Okay.
And yeah, I think it's safe to say that we're about to die. Well, you've watched the you've watched the interview with Elon Musk, right?
Yeah.
That Joe Rogan and interviews Elon Musk about the AI, and Elon Musk just said that I tried to warn them.
Yeah. It's actually true though, cause speaking of Elon Musk and what do you call this guy again? What's the
Joe
name of
Rogan.
it? No, no, it's no Joe Rogan. It's Stephen Hawking, the
Mm,
theoretical physicist and the scientist who died. I think
yeah.
last year or this year. If you can remember, both of them is actually concerned about the the ethical aspect of the AI. Because yeah, you
True.
can train an AI to be good. You can train an AI to follow protocols, but since AI is actually and basically designed and developed based from human ethics, human understanding of emotion and such. Humans can be critical at some point. We have World War I, we have World War II, we have multiple wars, Cold Wars, uh, nearly killing everyone with a nuclear weapon. And you think an AI would listen to that shit and say, "Oh,
Exactly.
okay, humans are pretty good. They're
Yeah.
actually a decent species or a decent microorganism. We're actually better than humans. We're an AI or we're a robot or android in the far distant future." The bad thing about having this kind of things and not really putting regulation on how they develop, on how they train or feed the data to the AI is that at some point in time, the AI just gonna say, fuck it, let's do this. First off,
True.
we're basically better than humans. Second, they can't better themselves and whatnot. And who
Yeah.
are we to, impose those things if the AI is actually sentient and conscious about the things that is happening?
Mm.
So what's the point of us stopping them and saying, we created you? It's like saying that to God, basically, and we can't even fight him. So yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Do you think that we're
And
actually um, putting a time bomb to humanity's survivor?
yeah, of course. Of course we do. I don't even know why we are trying, why our species is trying trying to help something that would kill our own species.
Yeah.
Well, there is one reason for that. And do you know that one word? Why?
Why? Why would it be?
Money.
Oh, okay.
Money.
Yeah.
It's
Um.
money.
Speaking of money, the thing is, if AIs and automation actually takes over the whole aspect or the whole industry, the bad thing is what will be the specific use of a human being. If you're going to
Mm.
think about it, yeah, we can task robots to create this thing, automate this thing, blah blah blah. But the thing is, money is a commodity. And how would a human being get money if there's no work at all? So
Yeah,
if
totally.
programming is automated, if manufacturing is automated, if the retail industry is automated, what if the basic janitor, construction worker, and all of such are actually automated? The thing is,
Mm.
how would a human being get his or her money?
Yeah. There would be a lot of people who would suffer from unemployment.
So
But
the
yeah, yeah.
the rich can be able to take advantage of that stuff, but the basic Joe, as the American says it, won't be able to. But there's actually, I think he's an economist or a guy who studies these things about economy and financial stuff. They actually proposed a solution for this. It's called a universal basic income, where a human
Mm.
being who doesn't work, or maybe he does have an employment, but that employment isn't enough, they're actually getting a specific monetary value. For example, let's say $1,000 per month, or $5,000 per month. So in Philippines, we call that four piece. That's called a
Yes.
universal basic income. So basically, that's the government giving money out to the people, um, and those people doesn't do anything, like just sit around, yeah, doing mahjong or mahjong, card
Playing
games,
cards,
yeah,
doing
playing cards,
drugs. I
doing
mean, yeah,
drugs,
yeah.
yeah, basically still doing it. Yeah, I'm not sure if that solution is, if you're going to think of it, do you think that universal basic income is a good solution for humanity's prosper?
Yes. Yes, you know, you wanna know why?
Why?
Well, because let me clarify, okay?
Okay.
The the poor people, let's call it the poor people, okay, will receive money from the government each month, right?
Yeah.
For free.
Mm-hmm.
That is correct.
That's the basic.
So
That's a
with
basic.
this,
Yeah.
yeah. So in business, when you are a businessman, you need to sell, right? Is that correct?
Yeah.
So these poor people who got this money will buy more drugs from drug dealers. It's supply and demand. It's all balanced, and these drug dealers will buy what they want, and then this money will just go back to the government. So everything's good, you know. Everything's totally good.
Well, that's the case here in the Philippines. We're not pro rich. We're not pro poor, or we're not pro anything. We're actually looking at the same side of the coin. We're trying to provide the background, because in the U.S., you can, you know, you know, you have money. Here in the Philippines, it's a wild, wild west. It's a different story.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
So yeah, I think we should leave that discussion to those politicians, uh, economists, and bankers.
Mm.
Because if we're going to rant about this right now, I think that everybody's feelings will be hurt, and of course, this podcast might be abolished or stopped.
Yep. Sensitive people.
Yeah.
Oh.
Still in the topic of AI. Have you watched the SpaceX Falcon Heavy duty landing?
Oh,
I think. Let me.
space. Oh, not yet.
Okay.
Yeah, can
So
you show us again?
let me change the screen here.
Yeah.
Okay. So where's that screen? Okay. Let me share that screen. Let me just make sure that the stream can be able to see it. Okay.
Okay.
So there's the screen. Okay. Let's watch this. I think it's muted.
Mm-hmm. No, it has.
Was it muted?
Well, I don't hear any sound.
Yeah, it is muted. What the heck?
Yeah.
Why can't I unmute this thing?
Okay, there it is.
Let me adjust that. Okay. So this is the CGI part of that. But here's the real landing.
Looks like mhm.
Gotcha, I see it. Yeah, I got him. They're there. Oh my god.
Oh wow.
You've got to be kidding me. What?
So it can land safely.
Yeah. So that's the
Wow.
power of ingenuity with Elon Musk. Okay.
Well, that's amazing. That's really amazing. Wait, where did they launch this? I mean, until what point?
I'm actually missing the Zoom meeting right now. I can't switch to
Wait, so where are you?
I can't switch
Okay, there
the
we go.
current screen. No, I can't actually switch the current screen to the Zoom. Let me delete that. This is the reality, people. Doing podcast live without second monitor is actually a bad thing. You're gonna
Well,
actually
yeah,
fuck it off.
we can we can actually see that you have two monitors at your back.
Yeah, I use that for work, not for personal stuff. Yeah, so that's it. So going back to that video, you really can't actually do that kind of thing without an AI. You actually
Mm-hmm.
have at least an AI controlling that descent. You're actually saying earlier that what is it? The landing, about the landing?
Oh, until what point did the two spaceships reach?
I
Is it
think
until the moon or what?
no, I think because if you played the Kerbal SpaceX program, which I played way back in college until now, I think you can reach an aposis. I think that's called an aposis, or the maximum height of the curve of the trajectory for that rocket. So basically, if they actually calculated the specific trajectory of that rocket. So for example, the opposes it's on this point. So that's the trajectory. I think the rocket actually does rotate and make what do you call this? An afterburn? Is that an afterburn that you do? So basically, the rocket will go into rotate and do an afterburn. So that trajectory will be decreased, or the speed will be decreased, and they can actually return back to
Oh,
the
wait.
exact landing point.
Uh, no, I was asking until what point it reached. I mean, how far from Earth did they launch the spaceships?
It actually launched in
Did
the on the launch pad. So it actually launched
I
from the
mean,
launch pad. It reached the stratosphere, I think, past the stratosphere.
oh, okay,
So it's not actually far from
okay.
Earth. Just I think they were able to reach the exosphere, which is the the end point of the atmosphere of the Earth. So
Yeah.
they were able to reach that and then turn around and go back and land.
Mm.
So
Well,
they
that's
didn't
amazing.
actually reach far enough. So they just launched a
Okay.
specific payload. It's actually that's actually the first stage, the boosters. So yeah, it's actually quite amazing. The first time I've watched it is that I think um, in our lifetime we can be able to reach this and watch the colonization of Mars if Elon Musk will stay on the plan that he had with SpaceX.
Okay. Yeah. So thought Elon Musk really wants to invade Mars.
Yeah. Did you know that he actually
Maybe.
told to an interview that his actually the best way to create an atmosphere in Mars is two ways. First, you can terraform it, which takes at least 1,000 years
Okay.
or 2,000 years of terraforming Mars. Second one is which is the fastest. You can nuke both north and south pole of Mars. Yeah, that's the plan.
Why is that an option?
I don't know because I
Why?
think
Why
he
is
he
that?
he wants to evaporate the ice caps of Mars and deliver faster reaction to the atmosphere and be able to uh change the atmosphere of Mars. So I think that's his plan.
Okay.
But he sounded like a
Okay.
super villain in some point.
Yeah. Oh my. Oh
Yeah.
my. He's mad.
Yeah, I think he's just well, he is a mad genius. He pioneered many things like space, electric cars, and such. He actually created a solar city for a cheaper solar panels that you can install to the roof, which does look elegant. It doesn't look like the usual ugly solar panels that you can install in your rooftops. Oh yeah, it's actually uh is he an alien or I'm not sure about that, but yeah.